family board and the financial committee. You really want to do this, especially if you've come into a lot of money, because as family members and friends ask you for money post price appreciation, you want some system or procedure to be able to vet those deals and see if it's worth doing. And if you don't have this, then there's going to be some animosity when you tell them no. But if you say, hey, would love to invest in it or give you the money, if you'll put together your pro forma and the pitch deck and the thesis as to why you need this capital, we'll put it over here in front of our financial committee. As long as it meets their parameters, we would love to make the investment. They can't really be mad at you, especially if they don't put any of that stuff together. And maybe they do put it together and it's awesome. So all that being said, the financial committee stays within the guidelines of the lanes that you set forth as the matriarch or patriarch. You might say, I'm going to invest in real estate, private equity, and crypto. Like, those are my lanes. I'm going to hire people that are competent in those areas, that have the background and expertise in order to be able to make those investments on my behalf. And I'm going to limit them to $5,000 at a maximum across the board for any investment. I kind of like Kevin O'Leary and the way that he structures his family office and investment thesis. No more than 20% of his total portfolio can be in one asset class, and no more than 5% of his total portfolio can be in one specific investment. You have at least 20 positions if you're doing it that way. And hopefully they're inversely correlated and across multiple sectors in the economy. And that way you're maintaining your wealth over the long term, because it's about wealth preservation on the other side of price appreciation, not wealth generation like a lot of us are looking for now. So all that being said, you set those lanes, whatever those might be for your financial committee. If they're going to make investments outside of those lanes, they will bring that to the family board. Your family board should probably have, somewhere between the lowest amount, 3 people, highest end, probably 9 people. You want it to be an odd number so that when you vote, there's an actual winner and you can make decisions. Now, so let's say, like, what would be outside the parameters? Well, if an investment was over $10 million or $5 million, whatever you said is threshold, they've got to bring that for vote. They might find a really interesting company in space, which isn't one of your things. Okay. And so because it's outside of those parameters, they bring it to the family committee in order to vote.